So there are two occasions when the PelletTop will demand your services, and those are both to do with cleaning it. The first one is a cleaning of the ash compartment at the bottom of the boiler, which I'll explain shortly, and the second is the cleaning out of the ash bin at the back of the boiler. So underneath this attractive fairing here are the two motors which run the ash extraction system. And here we have the business end of the ash extraction system. This is where the ash is gathered. It's gathered inside this box. It's very important that when you come to empty the ash, the boiler is switched off. You mustn't on any account take the lid off the ash box or remove the ash box from the boiler while the boiler's operating. The boiler must say boiler is switched off on the status line. So the process of removing the ash box is very simple. You can leave the lid on to begin with. You undo this clasp here and the equivalent one on the other side. You then withdraw the box from the boiler, and in doing so a guillotine gate should close to stop too much ash falling out of the box. You can see there that the gate has shut to hold the contents of the ash box within the box. So now simply take the box away. When you've got as far as your compost heap, you can take the lid off and empty the contents out. It's important to note when reinstalling the ash box on the boiler that beneath the lid of the box there is in fact a seal. It's very important that this seal is completely airtight against the ash box. So I'm going to wipe the rim here, place the lid firmly down upon it, and then engage the clasps on either side. And that's tight now. The next stage is to lift up the guillotine and then slide the ash box over the protruding ash augers. I should note at this point that there are in fact two seals. They're disc shaped and they slide over the augers. There's one, there's the other. And basically it's important that they also make an airtight seal against the ash box, because if air is let in then it will confuse the boiler. It'll be getting a false reading at the lambda sensor, and you'll get combustion problems. The other point to notice is that there's a switch here, a micro switch, which detects the whether the ash box is engaged correctly. So you must put that down so that it comes behind this tang on the ash box and holds it closed. So now we're fully on. The seals are tight and we can re-engage the clasps on either side to ensure that we have an airtight seal of the ash box against the boiler. And that's complete. Now what we need to do is go and tell the boiler that it's had its ash box emptied. So in order to tell the boiler that its ash box has been emptied, you have a couple of buttons to press on the screen. Press the icon of the big boiler, then the little boiler, then suction output heat exchanger ash box, and press the ash box emptied button, which will return the filling level percentage to 0. Now everything's reset and it will go for another several hundred hours before asking you to carry that out again.